going on, ladies and gents? Shelby Jones coming at y'all from Jones & Ford CrossFit. Again, we have Chris here from Nomad Performance. Please go like the Facebook pages if you haven't yet. Follow us on YouTube. You're watching the video. Click the subscribe button down there below. We're going to talk about going into some more diet fads, I guess. Something that's really popular that people are trying. And I mean, I think it's a great way if you're trying to get leaned up. This has nothing to do with CrossFit. It's just nutrition. Is intermittent fasting. So people, a lot of my friends have been experimenting with that too. Some of them are having really good results. Some of them have not so great results. So.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, whenever anybody hears intermittent fasting, they'll automatically go, "Oh man, I'm not going to be able to eat." That's the automatic first thought, and we spent some time actually today talking about the intermittent fasting and the concept of eating and your nutrition timing in general. And really, if you start to break it down, it's about structure and timing. Whether you're on every 3 hours, 6 meals a day, or you're doing a fast, ultimately it's going to break down the structure, what works best for your lifestyle. We found with intermittent fasting, yes, you can lean out faster if that's your goal, but it's not one of those things where you're just taking that 124 hours off and you're eating whatever. It's still a structured program. So you're still watching your macros, your proteins, your carbs, and your fats. And then you're taking, say if you're doing a 24, where you're taking 24 hours off, say on like a Thursday or something like that, you're still gonna be at a deficit to lean out, but you're still taking in the proper nutrients across the board. So whether you're doing like every 3 hours you're eating and keeping your macros up, or if you're doing a fast and you're keeping your macros up, you're still on a structured program. That's the biggest thing we want to point out. Because a lot of times people have a tendency, and we've talked about it before, to focus on what it is. Oh, it's a fast, oh, it's terrible. Or, oh, I have to eat so much times a day. Oh, it's terrible. It's a structure. And ultimately, knowing the structure and how it's going to work for you is going to be the key. For certain people, every 3 hours works awesome. They've got it down, they understand it, it works for them. For other people, intermittent fasting works awesome for them because, hey, I can, plan out this block. I know exactly when I can eat, and now I've eaten, I know what I'm gonna take for time off. So in between there, I don't even have to worry about it now. I put it to the side. And now I know when next time I have to eat is. So if it's maybe a 16-8 where you have 16 hours off and 8 hours to eat, oh, well, now I've hit 5 o'clock. I need to eat within this 8 hours. So I know what I need to eat. I know my proteins, carbs, and fats. So that helps you provide that structure for knowing what you're gonna do. The positives I find on the fasting side is that you're gonna release more growth hormone. You'll also do that too when you're coming off a hard workout and you immediately rest. There's a lot of positives. What you're gonna find is you're gonna be able to hit that calorie deficit a lot easier. Those are some of the big ones to point out initially. Some of the difficulties. Jumping into intermittent fasting, I wouldn't say to just jump in. I would say do your research first. As we always tell you here, please do your research. Yes, it's gonna be a little difficult from the get-go because you are at a deficit. You're not used to fasting. Your body's been programmed to eat however you've been eating, every 6 hours, 4 hours, however jumpy your schedule is, whatever routine you've gotten into. So your body's used to that. So it is gonna be a shock. It's gonna go, whoa, what's going on? I don't know what's going on. So to be prepared for that is gonna be key. So you're really gonna need to read up and find out what's gonna work best for you, and then program your macros into it, because you need to know exactly what you're taking in, whether you're doing a fast or whether you're doing every 3 hours or however your structure for food is. That's gonna be key. And if you can stay within that, under that fast, you're also gonna reduce your calories and lean up a little bit faster. So those are some key points right off the bat to think about when you're reading about fasting. Read down and see if it is gonna fit your schedule, your lifestyle, your work schedule, just kind of how everything rolls for you, and then work yourself into it if it's something you wanna try. Primarily it works for men significantly better than women. To go into more details of that, please read on. That's going to be the key, because women it does affect differently just because of hormones and different situations, which we won't go too totally in depth with it in today. But to read a lot about it, find out where it goes for you, how it's going to fit to your structure, and then see the benefits. And if it's going to work, give it a shot here in the box. But it's ultimately something you're going to have to plan for, whether you're doing that or a different type of food planning, it's key to know what you need to do to get into it and what to expect from it, so you know how to approach it properly and really get the best out of your workouts and the best out of your nutrition time.
Yeah, some really good points there. So yeah, definitely making sure that, going into it, you're prepared. You have to have a plan going into it. You can't just be like, okay, I'm gonna try this and then I'm not gonna eat. I'm gonna be starving and then I'm gonna eat a ton of crap. It's not how it works. Making sure this works better for people that have a great hormone profile to begin with. If you're not sure on that, don't do it, because you could potentially screw up your hormones. So it could go in the opposite direction. These plans normally work better for people that are already lean. People that are overweight, they will lose weight, but not as well as people that are already lean. Obviously, they have more muscle mass, they'll burn more fat when you're using that as a fuel, when you're going into that mode. So, a couple other things too. There's different levels of intermittent fasting.
Yes.
So you can also, everybody fasts at some point in time. If you're sleeping for 8 hours, you're fasting for that 8 hours. You're not getting up every 2 hours while you're sleeping to eat. So everybody is fasting every day to some degree, okay? And that's obviously a lot of repairs going on there.
Yeah, absolutely.
The increase in growth hormone. Testing that too. It's good for your body, good for us as humans to not eat for a while. You don't have to be constantly eating all the time. Your gut gets stressed out just like your body does, so it's good to give it a break, okay? And that's one of the greatest reasons, I think, to go into the fast, to actually regain that gut health. Now, again, go into the research, make sure that you do your due diligence in figuring out how to come back after that. Some people go into a 2-day fast, 3-day fast, and just try to jump right back into solid food. How do you think your gut's gonna react after that? It's not gonna go very well. So easing yourself back into it. Just do your research on all the different kinds of fasts out there. Make sure, consult your doctor, your physician, make sure that they think it's a good idea for you before going into it. And then just kind of test it out. Get a plan together and then put it into action. All right. So if y'all have any questions, please drop a comment below. Let us know. Happy to answer anything. Chris is always here. Y'all have the Nomad Performance. He's got a YouTube page, Facebook page. Drop any questions there also.
Absolutely.
Thanks for watching. Go check us out, jonesforcrossfit.com. And remember, make every rep count. Coming at you live from Jones and for CrossFit.
And dead, apparently. Not able to make it through this set at all. Terrible.
Cut!